Hey y'all! Welcome to another episode of Triple P and J. As
What's
you can
up,
tell, we are
everybody?
doing the new. You can tell we're doing the new format still because I am in the I can't say middle of nowhere anymore, but yeah. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Listen to us on all of the podcast platforms. All the because we're everywhere: Spotify, Apple Play. Is it Apple Music? Not Apple Play. What the fuck? Combine Google Play
It's
and
Apple Podcast.
that part.
It's Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Deezer, iHeartRadio, all of them.
All of them. See, this is why Curtis is better at this because I don't remember all of them because grandpa. But anyway.
Well, when we're all here, we like to take turns doing it, so it don't make it look like I'm the Beyonce of the group.
Because I'll always be Kelly.
We got Latavia and Latoya that don't ever show up.
That part, but we love them nonetheless. You bitch.
I do love them.
Yes, you do. You absolutely do. So anyway, what is our topic tonight, Mr. Curtis?
So it was the topic this week, as you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail. The thumbnail if you're, watching it on YouTube. The title if you're listening on the other platforms. It's called Haters Gonna Hate. This episode was inspired by some people that we thought that we were cool with and found out that they've been talking shit this whole damn time. So we decided that, you know what? We're going to talk about y'all on the podcast this week and not talk about y'all at the same time. So That's the inspiration for this episode. Y'all all need to tune in, everybody. So,
absolutely.
With that being said, what would you define as a hater?
I define a hater as being someone who basically kind of just like sits on the sidelines and mean mugs you because you're advancing in your life. And
a Debbie Downer ass bitch.
Well, not even a Debbie Downer. Not somebody. There's somebody who doesn't really contribute anything to your life at all, but yet wants to make all these little comments about your life and how you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit, you don't do this shit, all that stuff. And but yet at the same time, they're not even on our radar,
That part. That happens a lot.
It does, because I'm like, hell, you find out people are just saying shit, and it's like, wait, why?
So for me, I define a hater as the same things you said, but I also define them as someone that always has something negative to say when it's nothing but positive things going around. Like if let's just say I am in high school and I scored high on my ACT or something, but then we have this negative ass person I'm supposed to be friends with that is like, well, that doesn't mean anything anyway, because you're not going to learn that much at college and that type of shit. So somebody that always has something bad to say when you're doing good for yourself, kind of repeating what you said. People who are mad because their life is not where yours is, pretty much. A hater and being a hater and being a jealous person is kind of the same thing to me.
A little, yeah, I could agree with that, because it's like and it's always those people whenever he's like, oh, you're just fucking jealous. And it's like, why am I jealous? What have I got to be jealous of? Well, bitch,
Right.
You're obviously doing something because you're sitting here talking shit about me, but yet you're not contributing anything into your own life. Now, here's the thing with that. And I don't want to get the term rival and the term hater mixed up.
That's not the same thing.
It's not. To me, a rival is somebody who they're advancing just like, I am. They're moving up just like I am. So we're competing against each other to see who can do better.
The difference to me, the difference between a rival slash enemy and a hater is the fact that you know that you don't fuck with this person and they're trying to compete against you. Whereas somebody that's jealous or a hater, sometimes they'll cover it up as if they're supporting you by telling you all this negative shit that you shouldn't be thinking about when you're advancing in life. That's what I
Mm,
feel the difference is. A rival, you're always gonna know. Me and this bitch, we just don't click. We enemies.
right.
So that's the difference to me.
Exactly. And see, and God knows we've all got 'em. Everybody's got
Fuck
a
them
fucking
hoes.
right. It's see, and that's just it. Like everybody's got one. It's how you handle them. Like you can let them affect your life, or you can say just that. Fuck them hoes and move on.
How do you feel like you handle somebody hating, or have you felt like you dealt with that before in life, like with someone that your friends are supposed to be friends with?
Um, yes.
And
And
how did you
see,
handle it?
now that I am a mature adult, the most recent.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. How did you handle it back then? And then give me an example of how you handled the situation today.
See, see, you.
We gotta
I'm
spice
gonna.
this up. We gotta spice this up. Go ahead, because I'm gonna tell mine too.
Okay, so old school Willis, because
Oh, not old school.
old school Willis did not like because hater wasn't a term back in the day. It was what that bitch over there. That's what that was.
That's
Like
still one.
right, and it. Hmm, okay, so back in the day, there was people who anytime they saw me, like I thought like exactly what you said. I thought we were cool. I had done nothing to this person for at all to get any type of negativity from this person. I'm like, all right, we cool. You know, I like well, we saw each other in social gatherings and stuff, laugh, cut up, kiki, ha ha ha, while we're face to face. And comes to find out, I heard bitch was running his mouth about me. Or
Mm.
sorry, bitch was running their mouth about me. Oh fuck it, it's a guy. So yeah. So so was out one night and I I was standing there being cool. I had my little cocktail in my hand, enjoying my evening, and this person is talk. I actually heard this fucker saying shit,
What'd he
and
say?
basically like if God, I don't remember exactly what was, but I remember him looking at me and saying, "Look, look at something about looking like a big-eyed, looking like a deer in headlights over there, or something like that." I don't remember the exact terminology because I mean this
Uh-huh.
was several years ago. Like I'm talking more than 10. This is how long ago it was. So I don't remember all the details, but casual Willis, who didn't give a fuck, was I went, who are you talking to? Or who are you talking about? Or something along those lines. And his friend was like turned and started walking away, and he didn't say anything. And I said his name, and I went, who are you talking about? Because you're looking in my direction. Do you have a problem? And he still didn't say anything. And I said, so did you go mute? Are you that fucking stupid? Do I need to regulate you and put you? hit you in the fucking head with something to make you fucking talk? Who are the fuck are you talking about? And I this is on camera too. But
It's been 30 years
it's outside
ago.
the statutes of limitation. So yeah, he may or may not have gotten hit in the head with something.
So you like knocked him out, or did you guys actually get in a fight?
We got into a fight. It was basically well, when I say this, I grabbed a beer bottle and hit him across the head with it, and he went down. Now that was old Willis. Well, that was what Willis who didn't know how to control his temper.
Right. So today, Willis.
Today, Willis, I'm gonna act like you don't affect me. I'm gonna act like you. I'm gonna like. Basically, what I do is, I don't give a shit. I don't care that you're saying shit about me. Does it irritate me? Sure. Am I going to let you know what irritates me? Fuck no. I'm going to be the nicest fucking person I possibly can to you and watch you just simmer and shit and just, ooh.
So I do that sometimes now, but other times I'm still matching energy. So the difference between the way I would have reacted back then versus today, it's an example from back in the day. So one of the times I went to alternative school for fighting and all of that other shit I did back then, I had just came back. I had this long going beef with this one person. Um, and I came back, and you know the way that I joke around with certain people, like we all joke with each other now. Like sometimes
Right.
you don't really know if it's a joke or if I'm really coming for you. But if you know me, you know me. So there was this individual that I had beef with from like junior high to like 11th grade, and even after high school a little bit. But we're okay now, but I'm still telling the story. So we had I had just came back from alternative school. Now, anybody that's been to alternative school knows that if you come back to school and you get in trouble again, then you're more than likely going to go back ASAP. So I had came back, and I think the one of the reasons why I went there to begin with was because one of my suspensions was me fighting him. So I came back, and he one of his friends, him and his friend, said they went into the office and reported me and said that I was picking on him because I forgot what the fuck I said, but it was a joke. It really was. I didn't have a problem with the other person. It was the other dude I had a problem with. So the friend and the dude I didn't like went to the office and said that I was picking on him and this and that. So me, when I got called to the office, and of course they weren't in there, but the assistant principal at the time told me what happened. So I just went in there and told my side of the story, and I didn't get in trouble. However, once I got out of the office, it was like lunchtime, the next period. So they were all standing in the lunch line, and it was like a long ass lunch line outside of the door. So I could see them and my friends. I think Jalisa was one of them in the group. Jalisa and a couple of our other friends was there. So I saw them, and I walked up to the group of people, and I spoke to everybody in the group. And then when I saw the bitch I didn't like, I said, "Oh, hey, snitch," and I did that. And of course, that started chaos, and I didn't give a fuck. So I felt like he was mad because, and it might not be true. Don't come for me if you watch this video. I felt like back then he didn't like me because other people liked me, similar to these bitches nowadays. So I think the difference between me then and me now is I know how to keep my hands to myself now.
That part.
Because that was my problem back then. I would love to hit you first because you're not about to get one up on me. There was a couple of times where I got hit first, but 9 times out of 10, I'm swinging first. So nowadays when I deal with these individuals that we see often that
It's just chipping away at you, ain't it?
it is because I really want to light these hoes up. But now when I have to deal with these individuals that I don't like, that I see a lot, I could still be a little bit petty. Don't For the fans, y'all know, I could still be a little petty. So A, I'm either going to not acknowledge your presence, which that apparently gets under their skin too, or I'm going to be very petty with you. Like we recently just found out a bunch of shit that individuals that we thought we were cool with said about us, and then it came back to us. It's always after the individuals don't be around us all the time anymore that all this shit comes out. So in this situation, I decided, you know what? All of y'all hoes are fake. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to play the game like y'all are playing the game. Y'all keep coming back telling us everything that all these other people say, but you don't ever tell your part of the story. So now when I go confront this person about what you told me they said, I'm going to tell them that you said this, it came from you. You said this, that they said this. So now all y'all bitches could be mad at each other. So that's how I take myself out of it.
Right.
To keep me from putting hands on somebody, which I can't, putting hands on somebody or just spazzing the fuck out, I'm just gonna play y'all's game and be better at it. And then y'all gonna be mad. That's kind
Right.
of how it's
Or
working for me now.
I was gonna say, essentially, it's not really your. And this is how I look at it, because I know we're friends, and that I know how you move now. I don't think it's you're playing the same game they are. Basically, what you're doing is, and for me, when you do this, you're squashing the game, because
I
you're
guess.
not. Well, what it is. That's the reason why I say that, is because like you're not going back and forth between parties and like listening to what each other said. No, you're like, okay, this person said you said this. Did you say this? Like, you're squashing it.
Right, and if you catch me on a good day, I'm gonna do it with all of us standing there by each other.
Exactly. So
Just
it's
so
kind of like,
happen, just so happen, all this stuff be coming out when these individuals don't be around us anymore.
right, and which is fine, but at the same time, it's like, and I appreciate that, because it's like, I one day want to get to that level, but
You're not there?
I mm, it depends on who and what the situation is. Like, if I see, okay, you know how I operate.
Mm-hmm.
Once once I've had my fill of it, I'm gonna be nice to you. Let me rephrase that. I'm gonna be civil to you. But once I've
It's
had,
passive aggressive.
oh, I'm so passive aggressive, and I fully admit that, because I know it pisses the other person off. Absolutely. Because just like you can be petty, so can I.
You think I could be petty?
That you are petty. There's no you can be. You are petty.
No, I just feel like if we're gonna play a game, I want to play too.
Right.
So why is it that because I'm winning at the game, you mad? You mad because you don't have the same tactic as me?
Right.
Because I could stand there all day and argue with you, go back and forth, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna get mad eventually,
Hmm.
and it's gonna escalate, and I choose not to. So I choose to just fuck up your day like you tried to fuck up mine.
Right.
You should have
And
kept your motherfucking mouth closed, bitch.
see, and I know I can't get to that point, because like, I know if I fuck up their day and it escalates above that, then I'm gonna escalate with it. So that's why I just basically like cut off. Like, I do not have a problem cutting a person out of my life. To give myself peace, I have no problems doing that.
For me, I feel like the last time that I was actually about to pop off on an individual was that time when the text message had happened and I had to bring the phone to the person's face and be like, "So when did this conversation happen? Because it didn't happen. We were leaving."
Oh, I
Yeah,
remember that. Okay.
that was the last time I think that I was actually going to hit this person if I didn't walk away. So because he had me fucked up, he was trying to play me like I was stupid, and he tried to change the damn subject. Like, that's not what we're talking about. Keep your cockeyed ass on topic. This is not what we're talking about. So yeah, I was pissed off, and when he started doing the whole, well, I mean, what you trying to do, bitch? You already know what the fuck I'm trying to do, but I can't. You know I can't. So
Right.
I see you and you see me. So yeah, with that situation, I feel like that one is like never really over. I just kind of let it go because,
Yeah,
like I said,
we
I don't
moved
have to
on.
deal with that individual anymore, and that people just keep coming back saying certain shit that this person says and or said in regards to that situation that everybody who was there knows it ain't true. There was
Right.
no day of any year, of any month, of any hour that you told me to pull up at any place and I did not pull up. Stop the
Right.
cab.
Exactly.
Hating because I look better.
That part.
Oh, so what do you feel about the social media hate?
I mean, I don't. Here's the thing. You know how I am on social media. I am not a social media person. So my the most social media I do, because I mean, let's be honest, I have to take, like, when we do, that's why I don't share a lot of stuff, because whenever I have to share stuff, I have to ask you, how the fuck do I put a sticker on here? How do I get the link tag? I don't do that shit anymore. Like, Facebook is cool, but all Facebook is now, but I'm beating around the bush on this. Essentially, what my thing is, if you're gonna talk shit about me, bitch, I'm gonna post a little. Sorry, I'm taking my shoes off because my feet hurt. But
Old ass.
I am old, bitch. It's woo. But essentially, what I do is, like, because I'm not gonna go back and forth with you on social media. I'm sorry. That, to me, I see people do
No, I
that
won't do that
shit.
either.
No, I'm not doing that. You get a quick block, and my life is peaceful again. Ooh, look at that.
I'm not gonna block you either. I feel like that takes too much time out of my day. I'm not gonna block
Mm-mm.
you or delete you. You could delete me. Cause with me, I feel like the haters, I feel like I want you to see me prosper. So you can post what the fuck you want to post. I have, talent agents and shit, and I'm actually going somewhere in life. So I can't be sitting up on Facebook going back and forth with you all day. Snapchat, on the other hand, I could cut
That's
up.
yours.
I could cut up on that one
That's your
because
tool.
I could cut up on that one because I can see if the talent people see that. So I mean, I ain't worried about that because I don't really say too much. I don't really say too many damaging things on Snapchat, but on Facebook, for the world to see it ain't going no fucking where. I can't. I feel like the only hate that I've encountered on social media would be those people who always try to one up you. Like, you say you're doing something good and then they always have a story to tell behind it. Or
Oh,
we
like I
started a
do.
podcast. That's what they say you do. They say you be trying to one up everybody. That's what the people say.
The streets are talking.
That's what the word on the curb was, that you
I
be trying to
mean,
one up people and you think you better than them, but they ain't come for me. So that ain't come for me. That came from ferrets. So I it came from Ferret, and it was about tomato. So, yep, want all the smoke today. So, I I haven't really dealt with any hate on social media besides everybody wanting to one up me, or no offense to some of the podcast people. I know that y'all have y'all's own platform and y'all it's been in the making for a long time, but then these other people that think that it's just putting a damn microphone in front of you and talking about stupid shit after we came out with this, but you don't ever like our shit, but you want us to share your shit. I don't support that. So that, or these people that say that you're hating on them because you don't share their whack ass music or their dinner plates, but they don't share your stuff. That's the only hate that I get on social media. That's it.
See, this is why I let you do our social media stuff, because I have no idea what any of that.
It's all the young folks.
Oh, see, there you
It's
go.
it's all the young folks cutting up and don't know
Grandpa
how to.
sitting over here with his walker.
It's all the young folks cutting up and don't know how to spell, first of all, that, and don't know how to articulate themselves without cuss words. Because I could cuss you out without cussing you out.
That's called reading.
Huh?
It's called reading.
I just said articulate.
You read a person.
Oh, I don't call it reading. You mean like reading them for filth?
That, yes.
Oh yeah, I could do that all day, but I feel like reading is kind of just like you give them a little glimpse. You give them a little splash of the feistiness, but I feel like I feel like every a little splash, but I feel like every time that I get into it with somebody, I'm going for the jugular.
You do. Like, you go in hard.
Yeah, because you shouldn't have said shit to me.
Right.
9 times out of 10, well, I lie. 7 times out of 10, I'm not the one that starts it. So 5 times out of 10, I'm not the I'm not the one that starts it. So I feel like you shouldn't be saying shit to me. And then you think I'm not about to respond to what you say. I just do it better. That's it.
There you go. I mean, like I said, now I will say, like, if I get to a certain point, fuck it. I, you know some of the shit that I've said.
You know some of the shit I've said and done. So
Right. And like I work in shadows getting shit taken care of.
I get my hands dirty.
I can't.
I get my
Now,
hands dirty, but I keep my hands to myself now.
that part. That is the part that I'm very proud of you of.
I make them want to fight me before I hit them.
Right. And then whenever they come for you, that's like, oh, I was defending myself.
No. I'm not gonna let them hit me.
Yeah.
I'm going as soon as you move like you're gonna hit me, I'm gonna hit you first. That's just how it's just always been like that. Well, like I said, I have had a couple of occasions where the person hit me first, but it's kind of like if I get hit first, I'm blacking out, so I don't really even remember what happened.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
Like
you
I'm
said
blacking
black.
out from anger, not me being knocked out or anything.
That's what I
I've
was gonna
never had
say. I
that
was
happen
like,
before. No, because imagine somebody just punching you in the fucking face out the blue. It's just
that's a
it's like
sucker
a light
punch.
it's
That
like
is
a
a
light
sucker punch.
switch. I got sucker punched once. The same bitch I was talking about earlier. Sucker punched me in the cafeteria. But it's like a light switch goes off in my head, like do damage to this person.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say what I was really gonna say, but do damage to this person. So I try not to take it there. I try to piss you off as much as possible and not have you piss me off.
Right. See, that's me. Like that. Well, let me rephrase it. That was me back in the day.
Well, I guess this is my back in the day because my back in the day was actually me hitting people first, and then we could talk about it later.
Right.
But now I think I'm where you were when it comes to just antagonizing, I guess. You started
Exactly.
it, so now I'm going to antagonize you.
I'm going to antagonize you until either you A, go away, or B, get rid of yourself.
Huh?
I'm not going into details
I,
about
I'm
what that
not.
means.
I kind of can read between the lines, but I don't want anybody to get rid of themselves. So just leave me alone. Just leave me the fuck alone, and we'll be okay.
Right.
You leave me alone, I let you live. That's it.
Hey, exactly.
So we're almost out of time for today. So what is
Yes.
your segment about today?
Well, it is an update on one of my previous ones that I had talked about.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember whenever I discussed the Tennessee Three.
I remember you saying something about it, but I feel like I zoned out.
Okay.
So recap.
Recap. So back a couple of weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, may have been no, it was last week. Okay, sorry. With everything that's been going on,
It's
it's
okay. Tell the story.
the Tennessee House uh, was trying to remove three members from the House, um, which was three Democrats who were in.
Oh, that was last week.
Okay, so yeah, last week. I thought it was last week, but but anyway, um, they were trying to remove three Democratic representatives, and two of them, who just happened to be two black men, were the ones who were
Of course.
removed, and the white woman was not removed. Um,
Of course.
of course. And she even said that herself. She was like, because the press, if anyone remembers, she was asked, why do you think you were not removed? She said the only reason why I wasn't removed was because of the color of my skin. That's that.
What? Not the color of your skin.
She
What?
she knew why the Republicans were trying to what the basis of it all was. Um,
Mm.
so what? Basically, it left egg on the Republicans' face. Like the Republican National Convention, and everything was like basically going for the Tennessee. Like, why did you do this? A, it's illegal. B, now we look like we are what people are saying we are. And
No.
right, so I, they, how can I put it's? I cannot remember the exact terminology because I don't have my phone. Um, Essentially what they did was they brought the two men back. They,
Mm.
um, however, they are not incumbents. It's kind of like they're filling their role, like they're filling the spots because the little spots were left open. And later this year, they have to rerun for their seat that they won.
Now, what type of sense does that make?
It doesn't, but it's the legal way for them to get back in.
I think that's a bunch of bullshit. Because they should have
Oh,
never
it's a
been
total
gone
bunch.
anyway.
Right, exactly. And it's the Republicans' way of saying, hey, just kidding, that type of thing.
That's interesting. So when do they run again?
Um, all I know was later this year. I don't know the exact dates. Sorry.
Well, good luck to them.
Yeah, but I mean, because basically they're saying that they already won their seats. They won by landslides. There was no close election at all in either one of the two gentlemen's seats. So they're going to, unless they have somebody else who is better than them, I guess. Um, there,
Unless, never mind.
yeah, it's basically a special election, and everybody's saying they're already going to be winning again. So
I wish them the best, but I feel like in the coming months, some shit's going to happen, and it's going to be like, just kidding again. You're not getting your seat back.
Well, they see that's just it. According to the legal system, they can't do that. I'm sure there is some shit out there, and somebody might try to pull one, but yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
legal system is shady.
oh, it's totally fucking shady. Oh, also, now that we update on that one, um, apparently the NRA, their national convention was this
Huh?
past couple. The NRA, the
Okay.
National Rifle Association.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So they had two guest speakers at this convention. They were
Oh,
in
who is
person.
it?
The first one was Mike Pence, and we know
Okay.
you know who that is.
Yeah, go ahead.
The second one was Donald Trump. So when Mike
All right,
Pence,
guys, that wraps up.
no, wait, it's kind of funny. Um, when Mike Pence came out, people were booing him,
Mm.
and then when Donald Trump came out, he was making fun of Mike Pence, kind of. So it was
Mm.
everybody's talking about it, and it's just kind of hilarious. So if you haven't seen it, you want to go and just YouTube it.
Right. I don't know where the fuck. I don't be seeing any of this shit. I mean, I catch a glimpse sometimes, but maybe because I scroll so fast past it. But yeah, oh, I would definitely take a look at it.
You need to change your algorithm on TikTok.
No, I like what I have on TikTok. I use TikTok for funny shit.
I do too.
Oh, okay.
It was the eye roll for me, bitch.
I didn't even realize I did
I know.
it. Whoops.
Whoops.
My bad.
Involuntary reaction.
Whoopsie, my bad. I apologize. Well, this was a really good episode with us too. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was kind of just like
A
like
conversation.
yeah, it was just a conversation, and everybody the world gets to watch it with us.
Right. So our conversation be worse than this. Actually, we
Oh,
kind
much
of
worse.
we kind of PG'd it down for y'all because there's a lot of
Oh,
shit I want to say about the hating assholes that we got to deal with. But give the viewers an update on your living situation, and then we'll head out.
I am still looking for an apartment. I am basically, in a nutshell, I
One
guess
foot in, one foot out.
that part. Essentially, like I won't go into full details because I'm not going to be naming companies or anything like that. An old apartment of mine apparently said that I still owed them like over $2,000 and turned me over to a collection agency. And
It's always something.
always something, knowing like I legitimately pay out the remainder of my lease because I didn't want this to happen. So I pay my bills. And so they turn me over to a collection agency whenever I'm trying to find the apartment that I want to get into. They let me know this is going on, and basically they said they can't rent me an apartment until they show that this is paid in full. Da da da. So I call the property. No, yeah, I call the property. They tell me that my account with them is too old and that I'll have to call the property management company.
Collection.
No, I'll have to call the property management company. I call the property management company. They say we were not the property management at the time of your lease, so therefore we do not have your account. So,
Where the fuck is the account?
well, I'm getting to that. I find I call the property back. They tell me the old property management company. So I try to call them. They are no longer a company. So then I find this collection agency that I had to Google the name because there's no information about them. So I Googled them. I call the number that I find. This person, this person tells me that they don't negotiate on the price of it because I was like, so how much have I got to pay you to get this to just go away? I don't care. What? Tell me how much I gotta pay. I need a place to live. I am tired of living in Airbnbs and hotels and bouncing back.
Right. I'm tired of being poor.
Back to homeless.
In the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
With the white refrigerator.
And he was like, oh, well, no, you have to pay the balance in full. We don't negotiate on the price. I'm like, all right, great. Let me know when you're ready. I have my card ready. Oh, we don't take cards.
You take check. What do they take?
They take wire they take wire transfers and money orders.
That's a scam.
That part.
That's a fucking scam.
So then I called the property that I'm trying to get into, and I explained my situation to her, and she tells me, oh my God, yeah, I wouldn't send them money either. This totally sounds like a scam. I'm like, exactly, and this is what I'm dealing with the former property. So she gives me the number of the background people. Background check people. I call the background check people, and then I explained the situation. They said the same. He goes, yeah, this is a scam. Don't. And he said, if you can just get a letter from the current property management or the property saying that they no longer have your account due to property management changes, we'll waive that and let you move in.
Perfect.
That's what I'm waiting on, because now neither of these, the property or the property management, neither one is answering any of my phone calls.
Damn, not them ghosting you.
They won't answer my phone calls, and they will not respond to any of my voicemails.
Damn. Well, it's all gonna work out this week.
It will. I finally got somebody in some other random account. Here's the thing. I got somebody in accounts receivable, and I'm like, perfect. I'm trying to give you money to make this go away. Would you like to receive my money? She goes, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm like, okay.
What can y'all do? Damn.
So she gave me an email address, and I sent an email, and they said, oh, someone will be contacting you within 8 to 12 business hours. I got another generic email within 8 to 12 business hours saying that my account has been assigned to somebody, and they'll be contacting me in three business days, or within 3 business days. Said business day, I got the email back on a Thursday afternoon, so I'm chalking it up saying Friday. I'm saying they have until Tuesday to contact me.
I wish you the best. I hope it
Thank you,
goes well,
friend.
because them bitches is trying to scam the fuck out of you.
That part. Knowing full good and well, I made a payment of him.
Well, I can't wait for you to get settled in so you could start coming back here, because I like this format, but I'm kind of over some of the stuff that comes with it. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to start actually coming back here in person.
Or
soon.
you can come down here and record.
I'm not loading up this shit to come down. Maybe one day. Yeah, maybe one day. And I'll probably be by myself. You know how that goes. But anywho, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys for tuning in to It's Triple P and J podcast, but tonight it was the Curtis and Willis show. So let us know how you liked it in the comments. Leave us feedback. Leave us a review. Make sure on the streaming platforms, if you listened, you leave us you download our video. Leave us 5 stars. Just tell us what we could improve on, or any suggestions for topics.
Please and thank you.
We will greatly appreciate it, because I be having to pull these out my ass sometimes. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching another episode of Triple P and J, and we will see you guys next week.
Night.